Hi everybody, just bear with us. Sorry, just turn the TV down, not good. I want to come on and do a tutorial for some blue eyeshadow, a blue eyeshadow look. I'm really sorry if the setup's a bit dodgy still. I'm in my main bedroom next door, still a work in progress, never ending work in progress. So I'm in main bedroom now. I thought I could hear something. It is just the TV though. So I'm just going to do a blue look. I'm using Urban Decay Prime Potion as a base, and I don't know if you can see on the camera or not, but I've got, the reason I'm choosing to do blue is because I've got yesterday's inky liquid glass liner, which is a dark blue, like an ink colour. Got that still on, and it's reluctant to come off, so I thought why not work with it and do a blue look. So that's what I want to do. So first colour I'm going to use is this one, the second colour along here on the blue line. It's kind of mid-tone, I think quite matte blue, and I'm just going to pop this onto the inner half. So for this look I think I'm pretty much just going to use the 120 Pro Colour palette, because I haven't really played around with it enough. I've used, you know, one or two colours like highlight colours and stuff, but I want to do a full look. So we're putting this blue colour about 1/3 of the way, and we're not going to go too far. Where I'm sat right now, I'm sat right in front of the window, so I don't actually know how good the light's going to be honest. But when I do tutorials next door, it's going to be fake lighting, unfortunately. I say fake lighting, like, you know, from a bulb. That's not going to be natural light. So, right, so there we go with that. I don't know if I'm high enough, so I think I'm probably a bit low. The camera's a bit low, so we're going to have to experiment with it, especially because it's a new camera and I haven't used it all that much. And then for the next colour I'm going to use, that looks nice, I'm going to use this one here. It is the 5th one across. It's a little bit shimmery. So where am I? 5th across. And there we go. It's a bit lighter than the first colour. I'm just going to put that on the outer half and blend it into the first blue colour. There we go. So because these are really, really pigmented, when you start blending it and rubbing it into your eyelid, which I invariably do, I can't help it, you're quite likely to get some fallout, because when you're rubbing it backwards and forwards, the bristles are just flicking the powder around. So it happens to me all the time. Simple cotton bud or a Q-tip, whatever you call them, will do the job of getting rid of it. Slightly dampened with makeup remover or lotion, body lotion, moisturiser. Water will work, but not as well as like, you know, lotion or something will do it more stick to it. So this brush I'm using is an angled brush from MAC. It's a 275, and it's quite good for getting into your nooks and crannies, all the bits of your eye. And now I'm going to use quite a small brush. I'm going to use the MAC 213, which is this one. Oh, that one's dirty. I'm going to spot clean them today, I promise. Or maybe do a full wash, I don't know. Right, this is a 242. I'm changing the brush. And I'm going to use this dark blue on the second from the end there. And with my smaller brush, means there'll be a bit more precision to it. It's not just going to go all over the eyelid. We're putting this just in the crease and the outer V. So quite a clear line where it's going in the crease. The crease is where, obviously where the skin crease is where your eyeball ends. There you go, it's at the top of your eyeball. You prod it down. So just blending this into the other colour. Like that. And same for this side. So it's going in the crease, like I said, the outer crease, and just really gently blend it towards the middle of the crease, and on the outer V, which is, if you do a sideways V, so like down the crease and then towards the lash line, along there. So when I say outer V or inner V, it's always sideways, it's never like a normal V, because that wouldn't make sense. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit more, and this is just making that edge a bit darker. Okay, and now I'm going to get quite a fluffy brush. Hey, it's so clean. And I'm going to take a lighter blue colour. I'm going to take the second one on the top row here and pick a little bit of this up. I'm going to tap off the excess because a lot comes off, and we're just going to put that just on the inner sort of tear duct area. The fluffy brush means that we're not making it too concentrated, we're just going to buff it out a bit. It's just going to make the inner bit even lighter. And the same for this side. Don't worry about the edges because we're going to blend everything. So a lot of people like to use white eyeshadow or sort of, you know, any kind of light highlight colour for the inside tear duct, because it whitens and brightens eyes, lights everything up. And I'm going to take a blending brush. I've got my 227 from MAC. I'm just going to get my, oh my god, what a mess. These colours really do go crazy pigmented and splatter everywhere. I think I'm going to take, which one? I'm going to take this one here because I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if I like it, to be honest. It's the second one on the top. It's quite a white colour. I think I'll go really nicely with the blue. And we're just using this. I'm getting the tiniest amount because you get a lot of it. And I'm just using this as a highlight colour and to blend out the top of the eyeshadow. And the same for the other side. So no, I'm not getting too much of this. We're just going to work it up slowly, just building it up. Like so. Right, for bottom lashes, I'm going to use this Rimmel eyeliner. It's called Cool Blue. It's just a, you know, royal blue colour. And it is so painful to work with. It's not working very well. My god, it's going to blind us. Now I remember why I don't like Rimmel products. Right, gonna make the best of it, and then just go over it with some eyeshadow. We're going to just use a little bit of this because it's actually so painful. And then I'm going to get a small fine brush, quite fine. This one here, this is the MAC 228 brush, I don't know if it's still around. And I'm going to go back to the dark blue colour that we used in the crease, which was second along on the bottom row. Using the eyeliner on the bottom lash line is like using a base. Because I couldn't actually get much out of it, I thought I'd use a little bit and then go over it with eyeshadow. So, just like so. Okay, I'm using Plush Lash from MAC today for my mascara. I've already got foundation and blusher on. I think I've got a